Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sit Down. Oh man, I tell you, I've been so caught up in Pedro Pascal's father figure current role on television as Joel in The Last of Us that I forgot that his OG, if you will, father figure on TV was back yesterday. Technically, I was the last of my technical off days. I had like 5 in a row. I had a lot of like personal things going on and running around to do, so I was like hardcore edit mode yesterday, and I knew, like, I had found out early on the night before because all the premiere stuff was hitting Twitter. I was like, oh snap, this is and then I went in on the editing. I thought it was good, but then I had to like lay in the game footage, which usually doesn't take too long. But this week's episode had so much accurate stuff. It's like it was so much longer than normal. By the time I finished that and got that exported, it was bedtime. So I'm up early so that I can because I couldn't. That was the other thing. I tried to get up early yesterday, and that didn't happen. But I am up early today so I can get this episode in before we head back to work. I'm gonna have like 8 billion emails to go through. I'm not looking forward to that. So I said, let's kick our day off in the strongest way I know possible. What am I talking about? Why don't you pull up a chair? Take a seat. We are getting ready to take a watch and dive in, spoiler filled, into The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 1, titled Chapter 17, because that's technically it's the 17th episode. Duh. But Chapter 17, The Apostate. And yes, Mandalorian is back. We got our buddy Grogu along for the watching. We haven't had him on board for a while, have we? It's been a long time since we got a season of The Mandalorian because Pedro Pascal is a very busy man. He's a very busy man being the world's greatest single dad on camera, right? Like, he is the world's daddy. And if you weren't sure, just take a look at the premiere pictures. For like he knows. And I love that he knows, and I love that he plays into that. It's just wonderful. But I'm very excited, man. It's been a long time since we had a Mandalorian season. We got like 2.5 tacked on at the back end of the Book of Boba Fett, and we know this is a character that's got a lot going on, man. Last time we saw him in Mandalorian, he was leaving his homie, his surrogate son Grogu, with Luke Skywalker to do some training, which Grogu did. Enough to really cause some havoc and be like legit help, which is one of the things I'm really excited with Grogu, that evolution in his force wielding should be a major asset for Mando this year. But on the other side, you got the Mandalorian. He's got the black saber, the dark saber. He's got the dark saber. He's got Grogu back now. Because he shows up at the end of Book of Boba Fett. They've got a new ship, and we're working our way to Mandalore, man, and that's gonna be a fun run because Bo-Katan, she obviously would love to rule Mandalore. I think she feels like she's got to get that dark saber back in order to do that. So that could be an interesting place to work inside of this season. And I'm just fun to see all of the there's got to be more Mandalorians in this season than we've seen probably in any Star Wars property out at all, really. So I'm pumped. I don't even know why I'm still talking. I feel very underprepared to watch this episode of television. Because I've been so focused somewhere else. So I'm just gonna kick back and enjoy. And to do that, we should get the episode up. I'm useless at this hour in the morning. So if I just watch it, it'll be better for all of us. Let's dive in and take a watch of The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 1, Chapter 17, The Apostate. Now, unlike HBO, we shouldn't get any commercials. We should just, the Disney Plus. A little snap. And last time you fill us in. Oh, go. Oh, no, wait. Shit. take us all the way back to the end of season 1. Previously. That's why. Nevarro, we're going back there.
There is only one way, the way of the Mandalore.
Dinjarin, have you ever removed your helmet?
Yeah, he did.
I have.
Then you are a Mandalorian.
No more.
How can I atone?
According to Creed, one may only be redeemed in the living waters beneath the mines of Mandalore.
That's where we're going.
This is the way.
Off for redemption. That was the piece that I was missing, man. I didn't get a chance to do any rewatch on the Book of Boba Fett, and that was I love when you just hear, like, there's no music, right? It's just background noise while all the Star Wars opens coming up. I like that, man. Give me that. That's the other thing. If Mando's back, that means Ludwig's back, and I love Ludwig Göransson's scoring. Oh, that looks magical. Oh. Are we... Oh, okay. Wonder what she's making. A disc. That's a disc. And now it's a disc that's gonna be bent in the middle. Oh, is she making a helmet? Ooh, I feel like she's making a new Mandalorian helmet. Oh. Do you think we're back in time? Like, is this our? No. Oh. Oh, let's go. This feels very intense.
I swear on my name and the names of the ancestors
I swear on my name and the names of the ancestors
that I shall walk the way of the Mandalore,
that I shall walk the way of the Mandalore,
and the words of the Creed shall be forever forged in my heart.
and the words of the Creed shall be forever forged in my heart.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way. You know, when you see it like that, it does come off kind of cultish, doesn't it? It is basically what Bo-Katan,
From this moment on, I shall never remove my helmet.
well,
From this moment on, I shall never...
uh-oh. Oh, snap! Who knew that there were Star Wars alligators? Or maybe that's more like a croc. Oh, gosh. Kind of looks more dinosaur lizardy than Gator or Dial. I wonder, we gotta be thinking that kid is little Din, right? I thought with the colorings we might be doing something Boca related. But I think this is like baby Din. This is badass though. That thing is huge. Oh man, get out of there. I didn't do anything. Just pissed them off. Yikes. Dude, that thing is huge. I feel like one flick of the head. No, maybe not. Get out of there. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. All right, that's very Gator-like, I think, right? The spin. Dude, this is fantastic. I don't know why I can't think of what we call her. I want to call her the Forger. But that's not right. Hey. Yo. It's gonna eat you, homie. Oh! It's gonna eat. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, wait, maybe this is this happening now? That was the other thing I was thinking, is maybe that this is like happening now, and our guy just ain't there yet. Do 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 do. One shot. Yeah. What up, peeps? Guess who's back? Back again. Mando's back. Tell a friend. And the kid. It was fantastic, man. Well, you guys so happy. It's like, surprise! This is where they relocated to. He's so cute.
You have removed your helmet. You are no longer Mandalorian.
Creed teaches us of redemption. What if the minds of Mandalore still exist? Is this inscription not Mandalorian?
Oh, we got. I've missed having Grogu around, man. He's so damn
How
cute.
did you come upon this?
Jawas. They came upon it by trade from a traveler who claimed to have visited the surface of Mandalore.
Hmm.
And this relic only proves that Mandalore's entire surface has been crystallized by fusion rays.
But a traveler was able to retrieve this, so perhaps it is not poisoned.
Hmm.
If I visit the planet and I can bring you proof that I have bathed in the living waters beneath the mines of Mandalore, then by creed, the decree of exile will be lifted and I would be redeemed.
Redeemed. Please. How you gonna say no to that face?
This is the way.
I'm starting to think that's why Din brings him around. How you gonna say no to that kid? You see he's got his little chainmail jacket on. Interesting that he came back to have that exact conversation a second time, only like this time he's the one going, nah, I'm gonna go there. Dude, right? Like, I wish. I just love how he observes everything. Whoa! Yo! Yo! Oh man, I mean, you know it's coming, but like, I love the way that they tease things. People who are fans of the show Rebels. I don't remember what they're called. Aww. It's like, Dad, I want a cuddle. But, right? Like, those are the creatures that have friggin' now I can't think of anybody's names. But that's the creature that took Ezra and, you know, the blue guy who's coming in Ahsoka. Like, man, General?
Welcome to Nevarro.
Oh, Nevarro.
Please state the purpose of your visit.
Here to meet an old friend.
Yeah. God, so pretty, man. Right, Nevarro looking so good, I got like confused where I was like, where are we? Look at that, man. It's a way different vibe walking down this street this time. An alien parrot? Those friggin' effers not in cages anymore. There's a bunch of them.
A lot has changed around here.
A lot has changed. Haha. They gave Homie a statue. Saved the day.
You remember your old friend?
Mando! Heard you were back, but I didn't believe it.
Yes. Grief. No grief carga anymore. Yeah.
We've got a construction boom going on in the city. There's a lot of money to be made on Nevarro. You and the little one live off the fat of the land.
Grogu.
Come again?
Grogu.
I want to show you.
Look at him spinning in the chair. I need that pop A stat. Let him spin.
I appreciate the offer.
He's
but I
doing
have
it with the
some matters
force.
to look after.
Oh, it's so good.
Confused. I thought you had completed your mission, but you're still running around here with the same little critter.
I completed my quest. He returned to me. I removed my helmet, and now I'm an apostate.
Which is all the more reason for you to stay here with us.
Right.
Where you're from, you may be an apostate, but here,
Yes.
Magistrate,
High Magistrate, your timing couldn't be any worse.
but it's just that there's someone here to see you.
It can wait.
Pirates in the courtyard.
Pirates.
Come, join us for a drink.
Let's continue this conversation back in my office. This is a school.
Well, that explains why she wouldn't let me inside. I forgot it was.
Mando looks like he's ready to beat up somebody.
Come, join me for a drink back in my office.
We drink here.
That is a school now.
Yeah, don't mess around.
Now bring us a drink.
Is there a problem here, Matt?
Here we go.
Is there a problem here?
Not if you serve me a drink.
Not in my school.
You hear that, boys?
No means no, homie.
His school. You paid us for murder. And
I'm gonna get some whistling birds. How quick is Mando gonna put all these guys down, you think? It's off the tree.
Think so?
Love that stature though, just like leaning hard.
Try me.
We're about to have an old-fashioned quick draw, duel, draw off. Ooh,
Tell Captain that Nevarro is no longer friendly to pirates. Now get out of here.
get him, Grand Magistrate. Nice. There it is. He was waiting.
Get out of here, Thane. Now.
Just dot, 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 dot.
Sure you want to let him go?
He'll let it be known that Nevarro is respectable now and not to be trifled with.
Yeah, don't mess around.
The service tried scrub about this.
He has two droids. Cape.
After she brought in Moff Gideon, she was recruited by Special Forces.
There we go.
He was sent off to a new Republic War Tribunal. What do you say? You ready to put on the stripes and collect a healthy stipend? You'd make a very fine lawman.
Why not request one from the New Republic?
The worst thing we intend is to bow down to yet another far-off bureaucracy, no?
Yeah.
I can't serve as your marshal. I have something pressing to attend to.
I didn't know you were here on business. What can we provide?
That?
Need him back.
Yes.
These are his parts, are they not?
I mean, what's left of him?
Oh, that's why.
I need a droid I can trust to help me explore Mandalore, and he's that droid.
Need IG. So that was one of those things where, like, in the trailers, you could see that, like, parts of him are missing from that statue. Like, thought maybe a battle or something. Nah, man, Mando's trying to rebuild IG, which is fantastic. I love that, man. Like, tell us why Cara Dune's never gonna be around anymore. Out doing special ops things in space. Bye-bye. And then to bring IG back.
He's hooked up to power. Let's see if we can wake him up.
Oh, come on. Hot wire that IG-11. Yes. Yes. That was a character you were so sad to lose in season 1. But it was such a worthwhile loss, you know what I mean? Is he in there?
Paragraph 1618 of the Bondsman Guild Protocol will immediately produce said asset to be terminated.
Oh! That's right. I was when we met just trying to kill Grogu. Just throwing the baby around. This is like a horror movie, the way it's crawling around. Oh, I guess we're not gonna get IG back.
No, that's using your head.
It's too big a job for you to do by yourself. Fortunately, Nevarro has attracted the best droid smiths of the Outer Rim. Why don't you ask him for yourself?
Who?
The Anzellans.
Oh, nice. So, oh man, what was his name? Friggin' little, those guys. But I want to say Boba Fritt, but that's not right. Frank? Can't fix. Oh no.
I don't understand. Do you speak Huttese?
Can't fix it.
That's no good. I need this one. This one is my friend.
He says the memory circuit is shot.
Well, put in a new one.
Don't make new. Very hard to find.
He said they don't make them anymore. They're He says you should get a new one.
Yes, but I know this. Yep, I open another thing.
What if I find you the part?
Okay, now then no problem. We think.
If you can get it.
No, Grogu.
Oh, he's giving him a hug. He's not a pet. Oh wait, no, that's the pop I need. God, I love that kid. Oh. All right, so we got our first mission of the season. Go find a part so that we can get IG back.
If the Anzellans can't find it, I don't know who can. Safe travels.
He's waving bye. God, man. Just when you think he can't get more adorable.
Being a Mandalorian is not just learning about how to fight. You also have to know how to navigate the galaxy. This here is your hyperspace map.
Teaching the kid. I love it.
And this
Uh-oh.
enemy proximity warning indicator. And we got pirates.
Oh.
You can't just sneak away after cutting down 4 of my brothers in cold blood.
Was it Cold Blood?
The pirate king Gorian Shard's men. Now you'll answer to him.
Gorian Shard should stick to hijacking and ransoming.
Strap in, kid.
After him.
Yeah, get a little space flying. Oh man, more. Eek. Look at him go, he's so good. Hit it. Oh, is he going full 360? Yep. That was dope. Or all the way around. I just got 5 of them on his tail, though. Yo, when do we think the kid's gonna start talking, though? Because, like, I don't want to lose the little baby giggling and stuff, but at the same time, like, it would be useful if he could speak, and then he could be, a sustainable long-term... Well, I guess he's already a sustainable long-term character, but, like... Yep, got it good. Whew, look at that. I love it. It's like another, like, horror movie kind of vibe. It just keeps coming up out of the different... Oh, man. I love it. Get him. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. Hit me with that score, Gord. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Bringing him to the captain. Uh-oh. How big of a ship is gonna be? There it is. Uh-oh. Well, that's not great.
Take Ferric. They have a target lock on us.
Stop where you are.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Fugorian shard.
Ha! What a kind sentiment. Surrender your ship and I'll spare your life.
Kid, never trust a pirate.
Just gonna jump right to... Woo! Well, that worked out well.
This is Kalevala,
Kalevala.
another planet in the Mandalorian system. And that is a Mandalorian castle.
Oh, a Mandalorian castle? Yo, please tell me this is gonna be Bo-Katan. I love watching him teach the kid, though, man. That's friggin' like, here are the gauges, here's how we read things, these are the different places we're going. He's gonna turn him into a Mandalorian. I swear to God, if Grogu gets a helmet by the time this show is over, I don't know how you get it on with them ears, but, like, I'd freak. Yeah, definitely gotta be Bo-Katan. Yo, you already see, man. She just up there lounging.
Bo-Katan, it is Din Djarin.
Oh, what a badass.
I'm here to join you.
There's nothing left to join.
Says you.
When I returned without the Darksaber, my forces melted away,
Melted.
Where is the stolen fleet?
making their way through the galaxy as mercenaries. Do you still have the saber?
I do.
Then you lead them. Wave that thing around, and they'll do whatever you say.
Oh, man.
So you gave up your designs to retake Mandalore?
Your cult gave up on Mandalore long before the Purge. Where were you then?
Ooh.
The children of the Watch and all the factions that came before fractured and shattered our people. Go home. There's nothing left.
I am going to Mandalore, so that I may bathe in the living waters and be forgiven for my transgressions.
You are a fool. There's nothing magic about the mines of Mandalore. They supplied Beskar ore to our ancestors, and the rest is superstition. That planet has been ravaged, plundered, and poisoned.
You said that the curse was a lie. Make up your mind.
You want to go to the mines? Be my guest.
And I will find out if the planet is really poisoned.
Goodbye, Din Djarin.
Damn, yo. So, like, did Bo-Katan just take herself off the table for the season? Rick Famuyiwa. Crush that, man. I enjoyed that. I was talking to my mom last night, and she was like, I really wasn't looking at very much. Ooh, the concept art is even more turtle-like than what they did. So fascinating. I love that they, like that they use, like, the concept art on the back end like this, right? Like, that's not... It looked more dinosaur-like. Always good to see Carl Weathers. Just watched Just watched his baby boy on Monday. Freaking Creed, man. Go check that out tonight. It's Thursday. By the time you see this, it's probably maybe the weekend. So, like, you know, if you're out, you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Yo, dude. That's what I thought. I didn't think he was thinking pet. I guess you'd hug a pet, too. But, dude, him hugging that... Oh, gosh, man. Like, this episode had all, like... This is, like, the perfect, like, re-entry into the world of Mandalorian for me. But anyway, Creed 3... is right there with the first Creed for me. There's a little bit of a pacing narrative issue thing, but like the emotional stakes, the action, the way they shoot everything, like it was fantastic. It's like I'm in Last of Us mode so hard right now because I'm sitting here watching the credits. Well, one, I like to watch because they use like the murals, right? Like I said, the what do you call them? The shoot. Now I lost it. Art. The concept art. Jeez Louise, man. I'm telling you, this being up early in the morning don't work well for my brain. But I love that they use like the concept art at the back. But like I was sitting here waiting for like a next week on The Mandalorian. We don't get those. We just get recaps. It's like you can shift gears. We didn't even see Pedro's face. I love Pedro Pascal. Let me just say. I know that he is masked or just voicing most of the time, right? Like you have multiple different Mandalorians. My general thought, though, right? Like when you think about the fact that like they had to put off this season for as long as they did, and we obviously we've seen set pictures of him on set from this season, you know, with the helmet off and whatnot. But like it is one of those where it could be anybody under there. But I genuinely think that Pedro wants to be there. He wants to be in that mask, and that's why you wait as long as you do. And it's just like, I don't know. I almost feel like I think all of the different like stunt doubles and stuff that kind of swap in and out with him all do a really good job of capturing, you know, the same kind of vibes. But there's just something like when he's leaning on, you just like it's gotta be him in there, right? Like the way he carries himself more effectively than anything else is the way that he voices the character. I mean, it's so subtle, but he's able to convey so many different things, and I've missed it. I've missed that performance from Pedro Pascal, and I've missed him getting to be a dad to this guy, man. And Grogu crushed this episode, man. I need that freaking hugging that little guy pop ASAP, right? Like as much as I like the spinning chair one would be good, man. You have a little motor in there so it would spin around and like spin like kind of do it almost like he's force pushing it. That was, you just see him like. That's one of the things that I'm super psyched about for this season is getting to see Grogu use the Force more often. Now that he's been trained by, you know, I guess you could say he's the Mac Daddy of Jedi, right? Like Luke hands-on training Grogu for a stretch of any period of time. Like those are the things I can't wait for. This episode, like I said, you know, my dad had told Mom he'd heard that there were bad reviews. I didn't look at anything yesterday. And I get it. Like, there's nothing too big or too crazy going on. But, like, that was just, like, a nice ease back into the world of of Mandalorian, right? Like, I love the world, right? And, like, getting to go back to Nevarro, see how different it is. Like, take that same walk and be like, this is a totally different place. Grief Karga is now not just Magistrate Karga, but Grand Magistrate Karga. Like, I love that stuff. Carl Weathers was great. I love the idea of bringing back IG-11. I think that's a character that fans really loved. And, you know, the writing from Favreau was so good, right? Like, you get that character to a place where you love it so much, and then he makes the ultimate sacrifice to save everybody. Season 2 takes you off, you know, to other places, so you don't have to think about coming back. But now, the idea of, like, you know, the Mandalorian and Din Djarin going back to Mandalore to try to atone for his sins, to kind of be reaccepted into, you know, his sect of the Mandalorian, it kind of feels right that he would go and hit places that he, friends and people that we haven't seen in a while. But makes even more sense that, like, if Mandalore is as dangerous as legend is saying, IG-11's the right guy to have around. I mean, you heard Bo-Katan say, like, her forces melted when they tried to go back. Like, makes sense why he wants IG so badly, because it's a droid you can trust. That droid is apparently pretty damn indestructible. Like, he couldn't even self-destruct himself. Right? Like, he's still in there, hopefully. And I love that gives us our first quest and mission. You gotta go get this part in order to get the IG back. But before we get anywhere, let's make a pit stop, see Bo-Katan. She looks pretty down and out. But she also looks like she's in a place where, like, if Mandalore is indeed inhabitable again, I could see Bo-Katan pulling that, like, villain move of, like, you know what, I'm gonna sit back, I'll let this guy do it, and if it works, then I'll jump this guy, I'll get my dark saber back, and then I'll rule Mandalore. She gives you enough where you understand Din hasn't done anything wrong by her at this point. He's just asking questions, and she's kind of gassed that, like, one of the things that broke Mandalore is this sect of Mandalorian that he comes from. And it could be interesting kind of butting of heads, but Katie Sackhoff, I mean, some actors, they're just born to be a character. Katie Sackhoff, I think, was born to be Bo-Katan. She's voiced her obviously on the animated side, and every time she pops up in live action, I'm here for it. And that's swag, man. That just, like, kick back, like, what you here for, Mando? Like, I'm here for it. But yeah, I mean, everything you got, like, for an episode is only 38 minutes long. I feel like they packed a lot of stuff in there, and like I said, it was a nice ease back into the world. Ludwig Göransson had some really nice, score pieces in there. I love how he can play with that score depending on what's going on in the episode. I mean, you can't give me enough cuteness with Grogu. And like I said, I loved watching Din, like, teach, like, here, this is how the ship works, because a Mandalorian is not just about fighting. Got to be able to navigate, the whole universe. And this is how we navigate the galaxy. Like, that stuff is awesome. And, like, coming to a planet, like, hey, this is another one of the planets in the Mandalorian system, and, like, teaching the kid the ways that are the way. It's great. And the expressions of the excitement that the kid gets over things, right? Like, seeing that, I want to say Boba Fett. I'm close. I can't, but, like, seeing him, like, give that thing a hug, the spin in the chair, his face when they were when they were, is it hyperspace? I can't. I'm sorry, Star Wars fans. I'm frazzled and I'm struggling. But when you see them, traveling at light speed or warp speed, warping, that's Star Trek, I think. Yeah. Now I lost the other one. But when you're out there and you can see those freaking creatures, man, the freaking giant space whales, or the Purrgil, a clear hint to Admiral Thrawn, and that was who I couldn't think of before. It was like Thrawn. Who was that name? Thrawn, and Ezra, right? Like, the last time you see them in Rebels, one of them beasts got him, man. And then the Purrgil is it's a great little tip of the cap of, like, okay, we all know that, like, Ezra is where we're going and Thrawn is where we're going with Ahsoka. Just kind of put it out there, right? Like, oh yeah, and then, like, those creatures in and of themselves, like, it's not that they're over there, but a reference to, like, these are the things that exist out there, and I love that. It was great, and I love anytime you see Filoni and Favreau taking things from the animated world and bringing it into live action. Like, that was a great moment. I loved the opening. It was fantastic. Like, I'm sitting there trying to think, like, because I couldn't figure out why you would start there if it wasn't some sort of back piece for Din. Even though the colorings are off, right? Like the colorings of the helmet were making me think Bo-Katan, but then you saw the kid, and I'm like, maybe that's little baby Din Djarin, like growing up a little bit as he's getting his helmet, and then that freaking crocodile, alligator, dinosaur, turtle thing. I always say turtle because of the concept art, which that might have worked. Like that could have been. But like that whole thing was freaking great, man. Like just how big it is, how it came out of nowhere, right? Like you see homegirl going for the kid, and you're like, what's you know? And I love anytime we get to play with the big beasties in Star Wars. And yeah, I mean everything in that episode, I'm beyond satisfied. I was like, again, I didn't feel like 38 minutes. I was completely engulfed in the world again. Like it was good to be back. Nothing crazy happened, but like lots of really nice moments, specifically for the kid. The humor was off the charts. I was laughing my ass off that episode, and I thought it was very natural and a lot of times attached to the kid. But yeah, I think that's a really good start, and I now know that, you know, Din Djarin is the apostate. I didn't piece that together at the beginning of the episode. I'm like so not in this gear, but I'm stoked to be back nonetheless. Yeah, I thought that was a rock solid first episode. If you watched the non-spoiler, you know that I gave it a 3 out of 5. You know, we know how high up, you know, the ceiling is for the Mandalorian, and you know this was just like a solid first episode. And now I'm back. I'm back into the swing. And I'm ready to see where we go next week and where things bring us, and how quickly do we get IG-11 back. I would like him to ride for like most of the season. I hope the whole back 4 episodes is just like all Mandalore stuff, man. Like if you can't get me there faster than that, just leave me in that place for all the maps. But yeah, I thought that's a good first start, and I'm psyched to see where we go next episode and this season with the Mandalorian. Like I said, the Mandalore lore is a lot of fun, and already you can just see how the Mandalorian continues to be a vehicle for the extended Star Wars universe, right? And bringing more than anything the animated universe to live action. And I like that there's no plot beat that has to do that this time around. It's just background stuff, but stuff where you're like, yo, we're getting space whales. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Everything in here, I enjoyed. I'm glad to be back, and I can't wait for this to get even bigger than that. Right? Like you don't want to. I mean, two approaches, right? You start sky high and then come down and come back up, or you just start rock solid and hopefully you're just building this way all season. I hope that's what this first episode means, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. I think there was some cool Star Wars things in there, specifically, you know, for Rebels fans and fans of what's coming for Ahsoka. And yeah, I mean, give me. I just wanna hug Grogu the way he wanted to hug that little. I want to say Boba Fett, but I don't feel like that's right. But I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna hold on to Grogu the way that Ellie holds on to the medical supplies that she doesn't have to find for Joel in the show, but that she did in the game. It's like that. You play the game. There it is. Anyway, yeah, I really dug this episode. I'm pumped that the Mandalorian's back. I'm pumped that our little Grogu friend is back, and I'm here for all the cuteness. I saw concept art that involved like some sort of like space crab type creature for him to go after this season. So space crabs beware. He's not gonna be looking to hug everybody, I don't think. I'm not gonna lie. There were some shots, man, where like his teeth can kind of look sort of menacing, I think, sometimes. But you know, we've always talked about how there's a little bit of little shadiness behind them eyes because he's always eating them creatures and not thinking about what that means for other people. But yeah, he continues to be a little like again one of those like it's super sweet and cute looking, but Din right away is like no, he's not a pet. Like there, I don't know, man. Them cute moments. If you turn it like just change the music, you change the score behind those cute moments, and maybe I shouldn't be hugging Grogu, but God, man, that's where I am. Don't wake the Seaman up this early in the morning. 3 a.m.s are gonna be worse. I was up at 5:30 today. 3 A's on Wednesdays. At least I'm off on Wednesdays. That's the plus. But anyway, I'm distracted. We're gonna put Grogu back up here till next week. And I'm gonna kick it over to you guys. I want to know what you guys are thinking. I know there are way better Star Wars fans out there than myself. What were you guys feeling this episode? What things jumped out? Did you pick up on any little things maybe that I missed? Were you psyched to see the space whales, aka the Purrgil? What did you like the action? Like I said, I mean, you get like a cool little space chase sequence. You get to just see Din being a badass. You get that huge crocodile, dinosaur, alligator, turtle, lizard thing. What was popping for you this episode? If you didn't watch, but you watched this, what's that experience like? Again, apologies, but if you've got any comments on the episode, myself or my sanity, if maybe you're like, see man, we don't need the 3 hours. I just gotta get back into the groove. But anything you guys got, man, on the episode, on myself, on Grogu, good, bad, indifferent, on The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 1, Chapter 17, The Apostate. Put it down below in the comment section. I look forward to talking to you down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with the Seaman every Wednesday for The Mandalorian, the next 2 Sundays for The Last of Us. You just dig my general vibe and like the things coming out of my mouth, even though they're not too good today. They're usually a lot better. And if you want to think or hear or see or listen to other thoughts that I have in the world of movies, television, I guess it's really movies and TV. I like video games too. When we talk video games with The Last of Us, you want to be here for any of those things. You just want to show a little love and support to this crazy guy who can't get his mouth words right today. Well then, hey, you can do that simply by jumping over there, hitting that subscribe button, hit that little bell if you want those alerts. You'll get them to find out when C-Maniac things are going on for you guys. And until next time, for the C-Man's Cinema Sit Down, I've been the C-Man. Did been Grogu. And by that, I mean this has been Grogu. And we are signing off. Peace. Woo, man. Oh, you guys are still here. You snuck up on me. You must be looking for more of this guy. Well, I got 2 video options for you, man. Right up here and right over here. And if you want all those C-Man goodies, well, hey, come join the squad right on over there. And I'll catch you on the next one.